In my opinion, Across the Spider-Verse is basically the epitome of everything Stan wanted.
You know, one of the greatest things about Spider-Man's outfit, his costume?
What?
He is completely covered. So any kid could imagine he's Spider-Man because no color of the skin shows.
This is the Spider-Man movie that acknowledges what it means to be Spider-Man. It looks at all the tropes associated with being Spider-Man and dares to say, Spider-Man can be different. Spider-Man can arguably be more. If you watch this movie, you know the exact line that Miles says that encompasses this.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
The story this movie tells is really well written. What made this movie even more enjoyable for me is through this attempt to define what Spider-Man should be. It tackles a lot of great themes. Friendship, potential love, the desire to be your own man, raising a teenager, fear, trust, betrayal, loss, sacrifice, and duty. Whether it's a kid or a parent or everything in between, there is something in this story that everyone, and I mean everyone, can latch onto. For me, the reason they are able to pull off so many themes is how they handle the characters. I was worried that having all these Spider-Man would be overwhelming, but they introduced them in a way that makes sense. Everyone we spent a lot of time with, they help move the story forward in some shape and form. Any character we spend a significant amount of time with isn't wasted. And all the story talk about the themes and how everyone is important can make it sound like it's a super serious movie. And while it does carry some serious moments and themes, they make them palatable with the humor. The comedic timing in this is insane. Whether it's the spot's awkwardness, Miles and Peter Park-like humor, or the jokes that just write themselves, because of the amount of Spider-Man in this movie is a good laugh. That's not where it stops though. This story is taken to the highest level when you think about the animation. There's only one phrase to describe this movie. Visual masterpiece. Bro, this is the most beautiful thing I have seen in a while. The way they mix multiple animation styles without it feeling weird is beautiful to me. I saw people on Twitter saying this changed animation forever, and honestly, I can see why. It doesn't feel like they did it just to flex too. All the visuals feel like they aid in telling the story of all these characters. There's a character called Spider-Punk in this movie, and if you have seen him and get an understanding of his beliefs, you understand exactly what I mean. Once you see Gwen's world and how they use color to showcase the different moods and set the tone of each scene, you'll understand exactly what I mean. The way they use color, not just for Gwen, but every other character, is beautiful. The color palette, the shading, the lighting, this is a visual spectacle. I love it when I watch a movie and the only thing that goes through my mind is, oh, the people who made this really love what they do. Great story, great visuals. What more could you ask for? Music, you say. Or they delivered on that too. Daniel did audio-gasm level work for the sound design, and Metro Boomin did what Metro does, and that's create heat. I will say, I was really anxious when I heard Metro was the producer, but the way the songs he crafted for this movie just layer on perfectly as a background for all the characters and their actions, insane. This is Chef's kiss. If you had told me I would be driving home listening to a Coi Leray song, I would have punched you in the face for lying on my name. One more thing, we can't forget about the action. The action sequences in this are freaking amazing. It's spider people doing cool spider shit. When I saw this in the trailer, I didn't know just how much awesomeness I would be experiencing. But look at this, bro. When I see it in context and the sequence is part of, how can you not love this movie? Wait, I think there's one thing that people can point to in terms of not liking it. It's a two-parter. I went in with this knowledge so it doesn't bother me, but I can see someone saying this movie may not offer a satisfying conclusion. There is a lot of stuff this movie builds up, and for there not to be a payoff, that could rub someone the wrong way. For me, it doesn't detract from the story and the experience I had. This is a 10 out of 10. This is up there with the best Spider-Man movies. And I'm saying one of the best Spider-Man movies purely because I'm trying not to let recency bias tap in. But boy, I'm close to calling it the best.